please welcome Onicia Muller.
Wow. So many masked people in a room. I'm joking. I'm Onicia. It's like Alicia, but instead of an A-L, you spell it O-N-I-C-I-A. So please Google me. I'm right to the top of the search engine. Subscribe to all my things. Please, please, please. I like to keep doing comedy and such. So this comedy showcase, I guess I should start with something topical. Okay. So when you Google O-N-I-C-I-A, there's a photo of a woman in the woods wearing camo, posing with an AK-47, and her titties are out. And I know that all black people look alike, but I promise you that is not me. It's not me. There is an Onicia, but that's Onicia B for bitch, what you doing? Out there in the woods wearing camo, posing with an AK-47 and her titties are out. The whole titty, areola and nipple. And as a good church girl, I'm kind of mortified, you're bringing the Onicia brand down, and that's not good for SEO. So if you see her picture, do not click on it, because I want to remain the one on top. Because girl, baby. But yeah, so Onicia M, not Onicia B. So yeah, topical things. So I noticed that. Okay, and also one more thing. I did Google Onicia B after a while, because I didn't sleep well. Who is this woman in the woods? And not just a woman in the woods, she's a black woman who's also of the same age. And I was like, if this is a person of a different race, I could make a joke that's not an Onicia thing, that's clearly a blank people thing. But now that we're both black, named Onicia, being in the woods, wearing camos, and your titties out, posing with an AK-47 is clearly a black Onicia thing. But it's not, because I Googled her, and I found her LinkedIn. She got her GED, and now she works at a bank. So the brand is safe. The brand is safe. I should Google her again. But I think the banking industry survived the pandemic, right? Anyways, so speaking of pandemics, about 6 to 12 months into it, I feel the pandemics revealed that a lot of our relationships were built on very shaky foundations. Everyone was running to the courthouse for divorces and separation of assets. And as a human who works from home in a tiny garden apartment, and now having to have my 2 roommates with me all day, 48 hours a day, what I can say is that I don't relate. I don't relate to people having bad relationships. I don't like to brag, but my husband and I are a 98% match on OkCupid. 98%. Do you know what? Yes, call to 98. Okay? I'm gonna be with him, he will be with me, and 98% match means that who I am naturally, without trying, is everything that he wants. And who he is naturally, without trying, is everything that I want. But the best part of a 98% match is discovering things that I felt really ashamed about and I could not bring up because I would be ostracized from my social circle. That he and we both have these same things. I enjoy waking up and pulling the toilet paper from underneath the roll, and he enjoys waking up and squeezing the toothpaste, bam, from the center of the tube, and it's kismet, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm joking. We're 90%, we're not monsters. We're 98% compatible, and also probably 98%, I don't know, Dexter type serial killers, because obviously the toilet paper is on top, and you squeeze the toothpaste from the end, okay? You know, meticulous. If we ever visit you and I go to the bathroom, and then my husband goes to the bathroom, and then shortly after I go to the bathroom, just know that we have had a telekinetic conversation that probably went like, oh my God, did you see the way the toilet paper was? Did I see the way the toilet paper was? I'm going to fix the way the toilet paper was. And he will also be like, hand you the toothpaste. Yes, I will clean your toothpaste for you, roll it up, put it back, because woo, 98% match. Delicious. What else about life that's happening? So we are in this panini press, and I woke up one day and I was like, yo, you have been with me in this house all day. You really don't have a second family or a secret lover. I was like, that is amazing, because that means I'm the best that he can do. And by the best, I mean, like, I'm a freelance writer who supplements my income by doing comedy, and not like headlining comedy. I'm like an opener. So like the most I get paid is like 2 beers for show. And I don't know if you know, but Comcast does not like accept barter payment. So he's with me, and that is wild. Like, just with me all the time. But that also got us thinking about like two-timing sleazy people with multiple families. Any of you in here, you got multiple families? Because I have a question. I want to know that at what point into having two families do you decide that one family is better than the other? Think about it. My parents are divorced, and I used to think that both of them were equal, but clearly one parent is better than the other. And I asked myself, like, why wouldn't you just do a pros and cons list, right? And consolidate your domestic situation and upgrade your life. You know, like, why are you living in two-bedroom garden apartments on the south side of Chicago when you could like pick your favorite wife, pick your favorite kid, and upgrade to a mansion? And I know some of you are saying, Onicia, two-bedroom garden apartments on the south side does not equal to a mansion. Like the best you could do maybe is like a 3-bedroom in Logan Square, you know? And like, when I say a 3-bedroom in Logan Square, I mean like, you will get 1 bedroom and like 2 roommates, and then like y'all figure it out. So I thought to myself, if I had 2 families and one clearly was not better than the other one, I would just dip on both and then like spend the money on therapy, because obviously the common denominator in these failed domestic situations is me, right? It's got to be, right? Or at least, you know, do some therapy before you start a 3rd family. I just, you know. Can you imagine if your spouse came home and be like, babe, I love you. I love kid number 2. Kid number 1, a mistake, test run. But, hear me out. Stacy from family number 2. Our kid number 3, top tier. So we'll take 3, and we'll take 2, and I'll take you, and then like we'll just send number 1 with Stacy, and like it'll be fine, you know, like. But they say family are the ones you choose. So like, if we chose more, would that be good? I'm just thinking, these are the things I think about in my garden apartment. How many of you are considering getting a divorce? Like you thought about it? No? also 98% matches. Yeah. Those not laughing are probably not doing so because they aren't a 98% match, first of all. Second of all, they're compromising on toothpaste and toilet paper. And that is not my problem. Let's see, what else? Don't worry about my toothpaste. Don't worry about my toilet paper. Second family, he has none. I'm winning. Like, that would suck if, like, he died and I thought I was getting something because clearly I have no pension coming my way. And then it's like, Stacy in Humboldt Park got everything. Terrible. But I will say that despite your compatibility rating, every couple has to face this tough truth, which is being married statistically increases your odds of waking up next to a dead person. Yeah. I learned this the hard way. All my life, I waited for love. Okay, Cupid says, here's your match. But then, like, every time we go to bed, it's like a game of bedtime Russian roulette. Like, who's gonna die? Will it be you or will it be me? Roll! Oh God, please don't die. I mean, the joke is truth, but it's also truth. Final thoughts. So if you're considering divorce, I want to say that divorce is a terrible thing, and it leaves you with like generational like curses. Like, for instance, my mom and I both can't cook because of divorce. So you laugh, but listen. So I don't cook because obviously I hate it, but also my mom didn't give me a good example. But my mom can't cook because divorce is petty. You're in the divorce, you're like, I'm taking the bowls. And then he's like, well, I'm taking the spoons. And then you're like, well, F you then, I'm taking the table. And he's like, I'm taking the chairs. Instead of what you should be doing is 2 bowls to you, 2 bowls to me, 2 spoons, bam, bam, bam. So now, here's my mom on a Sunday at 2 p.m. with her 3 children standing before a beautiful hardwood table, and we're taking soup to the head because this dummy forgot to negotiate some spoons and some chairs in the divorce. So friends, if you're gonna get divorced, don't be petty. Share equal, you know? Equal or just go with everything. Anyways, we're gonna keep this